Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. Dr. Lakeisha-mcknight is here. Welcome to all of you podcast listeners out there. Thank you so very much for being faithful listeners. And for everybody that may be newly listening in, thank you so very much for your time, taking a moment to tune in to this show, this podcast show. We also go live on Facebook via video. So we're about to go do that right now, get it started. So please stand by. All right, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. 7:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, March the 3rd of 2021. So this is when we're doing this live, and you might be seeing this a little bit later on as an upload on YouTube, but nonetheless, welcome to the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. I'm Dr. Lakeisha-mcknight, your leadership specialist, wealth mentor, author of a few books, but most importantly, your friend. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am extremely excited to be here with each and every one of you. I really, really am. And so, listen, this show goes live every single night around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have a single purpose. And that purpose is this: to empower leaders just like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. All right? Influence, impact, income. That is our focus here with this show, and I'm excited to be able to show and actually sow value into your lives tonight. So I have some information to share. I'm excited to get to it. But before we do that, for everybody that's new, if I'm newly connected to you, if this is the first time that you're tuning into the show, welcome. And thank you so very much for giving me just a little bit of your time tonight. All right. So listen, if you're serious about growing yourself as a leader, enhancing yourself, working on that personal development, I encourage you to plug into the show every night. All right. Do so. Please do so. And then also, look, don't forget, sometimes I do post some content on the timeline that you can check out, and also in the storyline area as well. So check out the stories because information is posted there as well. But don't forget to love the stream if you're serious about your growth as an entrepreneur. For those of you who are online marketers or affiliate marketers or network marketers, I encourage you to plug into the show. And then, for those of you who are here, let me know where you're watching from. So in the comment section below, let me know what city, what state, and what country. For those of you outside of the USA, let me know what country you are tuning in from, because I love to meet new people. And I know it is one of the goals that I have is meeting new people every single day. And so I would love to learn more about you. Okay, so share it with me below where you are watching from. And if you're catching the replay, let me know #replay below. Put that hashtag in there. It lets me know that you're catching this a little bit later on, perhaps because of time differences or perhaps a schedule conflict. Who knows? But yes, #replay. And then lastly, share this particular stream out onto your timeline, a group, a fan page, a group chat, which is where I shared this. So feel free to share this also. And listen, we're continuing really with the series. I started a series many days ago. Okay, many days ago, about 20 days ago, started a series. And this is a series sort of similar to one that I did last year. And this series involves those of you who are network marketers, whether it's your first year in the industry, maybe you've been in the industry for a couple of months or a couple of days, right? Maybe you're brand spanking new to the industry. Perhaps, just perhaps, you've had maybe 10 years of experience, who knows? But listen, we welcome you, and I'm going to share some tips within this series. And this series is truly based upon, the experience, right? Sometimes even mistakes or observations made by two of my mentors, all right? Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best, okay? And so listen, this book right here is legendary in and of itself because it contains knowledge based on their almost 40 years, almost 40 years of experience in this industry of network marketing. Let me tell you something. If you know or are connected to someone who's been there and done that, it makes total sense, complete sense to learn from them. And so Mr. and Mrs. Best is who we're learning from through this book. And of course, bringing some life through the videos and just sharing it this way based on my experience as well about how to truly succeed. This is a guide to your success as a network marketing professional. And so I'm giving you tips based on this book, all right? And so tonight, what I'm going to focus on is yet the 21st. I'm going to give you just 21st tip. This is how you can achieve massive success as a network marketing professional. Now, for those of you, if you are serious about this profession and you believe that you are a network marketing professional, you spend time with it, you consider this to be a part of your career, it is your life's work. It's not just it's not a job. This is a part of your divine assignment. If you believe that you are called to this industry, it's a part of your divine assignment. Go ahead and say pro in the comment section. Type in pro, the word pro in the comment section if this is connected to a part of your work, your divine assignment. Type in pro. I believe it, right? I would type in pro too. I truly believe that is a part of my divine assignment. And so let's dive into it, all right? So this tip here, the 21st tip tonight that I really do want to share with you, it really makes total sense, right? It makes total sense about what it is. And what it's simply saying is this: use positive language and avoid profane language when you do presentations, training sessions, or just in general conversation. You want to avoid using profane language. Now, here is what they say specifically with this particular tip. Here's what they say. Profanity is such a part of everyday conversation with so many people in society that many people use it almost unconsciously. But in business presentations, the use of profanity is bad for business. As a leader of your network and in your company, it is almost important to clean up your language if necessary, because you may find yourself speaking from stage to groups of thousands. This is not the place to have foul language and then use off-color humor, right, to try to slip into your message. Use positive words to tell a positive story. And they have that in bold print. Use positive words to tell a positive story. I personally, based on my experience, I've never had a sailor's mouth. I've never had I don't really recall verbally, let me just put it that way, verbally utilizing a cuss word. I really, and even when, let me just say, it just feels weird to even think that I would say it. The reason being is because I really truly try to watch what I say, because I know my words, and I want you to think about this for yourself. Your words can either build up a person or tear a person down. And if you never know who you're talking to. If you're talking to people who, they really don't care whether you use profane language, or if you're talking to someone who is very conscious about that and they just that really repels them when you do that, you can turn away prospects. You can turn away people who may have otherwise thought about joining you in business. But because of your language or your words of choice, they decided to go somewhere else because they were repelled from further connecting with you as a result of the language you chose. So whether it's in your daily conversation, doing virtual live streams like this, or just your content on social media, I have seen some of the most, threw me off guard. Can I just share some personal experience with you? I've seen some stuff on timelines. I was just like, unfriend. I blankety blank, 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 blank. I was like, okay, what? Well, what do you really, I honestly believe that you can get your point across without using profane language. And I know some people use profane language to provide a point of emphasis, but I honestly believe there are people all around the world who are emphasizing certain points without using profanity. So I know that it can be done. I do it. I can make emphasis on certain things without profanity. So it can be done. Okay, it can be done. And I try, and I'm not perfect by far. But one thing that comes to mind that I believe, like God just reminds me every time, He says, "Let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but only really that which is used for edifying." For edifying. So being careful not to allow any profane, anything corrupt to proceed out of your mouth. And I believe that words can corrupt. Profanity can corrupt. And so if that is something He doesn't want me to do, I try my very best not to do it. And so it's really important, to consider that for those of you who are doing virtual presentations, live in-person presentations, be mindful. And let me just tell you something. How do you work on it? Here's the truth of the matter. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. So where is it coming from? The profanity or any corrupt communication, anything like that, comes from the heart. So we have to work on it. One thing that comes to mind from the good book, from the word, is, that prayer that David gave. Create in me a clean heart. Renew a right spirit within. A clean heart. So you're praying and asking God to clean your heart. And so when you're asking God genuinely to clean your heart, I believe that He'll answer that prayer. And that as your heart is cleansed, you will find that there will be no need, or profanity won't just slip out. Some people say it slipped out. It's because it's always been there. Okay, it's always been there. So again, work on it. And we all have something to work on. So just work on it. Work on it every day. Give it to God, right? Give it to Him. Give it to Him. Just say, look, I need help with that. I need help with my language. Okay? So just think about that for yourself, guys, as you're doing your presentations, as you're seeking to enhance yourself as a leader in front of a stage, in front of a group of people. You want to work on things like that. It just makes you better, right? It makes us better as leaders. So I appreciate your time tonight. And listen, if you've been tuning in, you're like, man, Lakeisha, what is it that you do beyond? Like, what do you do but beyond these live streams? Well, I'm a wealth mentor. I help men and women just like you to place you in position, connect to a free resource where you can get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum instantly several times a day. For those of you watching this right now, do you acquire Bitcoin? For those of you watching, do you go to Cash App, or do you some people go to crypto.com? Do you go to these places to acquire cryptocurrencies? Yeah, it's like a one-time exchange. People say, I'm going to buy cryptocurrency, when really it's just an exchange. You're exchanging one form of currency, which is a debt, for another form of currency, which is an asset, and it gives you the potential to grow what you have. And so with the system that we're connected to, we can get paid in it, whether we go in our pocket and exchange it for, from cash to crypto or not. We don't even have to come out of our pocket. We can connect to the system. We can serve people. And as we're serving other people, sharing information, guess what? We're getting paid. We're getting paid. And I'm probably getting paid right now. This is how it works. We can just be serving people and getting paid in Bitcoin, an asset. So listen, if that's something that you're interested in, type in info below. That's all you need to do. Information will come your way through Messenger. And if you're watching on somebody else's timeline, please inbox them. Let them know you want information on how to get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum. You want to learn. And so I appreciate your time. I'm thankful for your attention today. And I'm looking forward to coming back and sharing more information tomorrow night around 7:30 as well. So until tomorrow, I encourage each and every one of you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone. God bless, and have an amazing, amazing evening.